Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and today I thought I'd talk to you about something that I've not really spoken about before, but it is actually to do with my own personal journey, which was when I suffered with acne when I was younger. So the thing is, people look at my skin now and they're like, she can't have suffered with acne that bad, but it was awful. So my acne started when I was around 12, I think, around 12 years old, and it was horrific, as in like big sore pustules all over my face. I was on antibiotics for about 8 years, and every time I tried to come off them, almost overnight, my skin literally, I'd say the next day, it probably wasn't that soon, but literally within a couple of days, my skin would start going back to breaking out. And I mean, it got so bad that I couldn't even like open my mouth to eat. It was awful. I remember I was on holiday once, and I was just walking down the street and this guy stopped me and asked what had happened to my face. Like it was that bad. So I just kind of wanted to do this video really about how like acne can link to mental health issues like low self-esteem, depression and things like that. I actually, cutting a really long story short, after trying so many different treatments, obviously antibiotics, it played with like my digestive system and stuff, because, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not a doctor, but I think they kill off like the good bacteria as well as the bad. So like I really suffered like with like digestion and things like that, and yeah, so I just had to come off the antibiotics because I couldn't be on them for the rest of my life. So in the end I went on Roaccutane. I have actually been on Roaccutane twice now. I think this time I have been off it about 2 years, and before that I was off it for about 5. And the last time I went on it was actually due to stress. Apparently stress causes like hormones to flare up. What was it? Something in the skin anyway, that then caused like the oiliness in my skin to come back. But I just really feel for anyone, whether they be like a teenager, younger or older, who has acne, because it really is something that, oh, like every time you look in the mirror you see it, and it's just awful. I remember I handed my notice at work because of it. Like literally I didn't even want to leave the house. I literally was the most healthiest person you could ever meet. I would have like so much fruit and veg and things like that. I like cut out dairy, literally anything that someone said, oh, it could be that, could be this. I literally was like so strict and it wasn't going. So yeah, in the end I did go on Roaccutane. I generally don't have a like predisposition to mental illness, so I think my mum would obviously, because of our history, would have been a bit wary about putting me on that if I had previous kind of mental health issues, but thankfully, touch wood, I haven't, and I was fine on it. And to be honest, I know some people might disagree with this, but you know, at the time I just said to mum, because one of the side effects of Roaccutane is depression and it is suicidal thoughts, so I just said to mum that I'd rather be depressed without spots than depressed and have them. So I don't know, I was just so desperate in the moment, and I was like anything to get rid of them, and thank God it did. So within about, it took a good 3-4 months. Some people do say after like 2 weeks theirs cleared up, but mine took a good 3-4 months to really start noticing a difference. And I was on it for a good just over a year the first time, and I think I was on 60 milligrams a day. So, and it did have some quite strong side effects, but sort of going off the medication for a moment, I just think acne is something that everyone should kind of look out for, because you kind of pretend that it's all fine because it is a cosmetic thing, and I think you know that, and sometimes you're like, well, I'll just get on with my life, but it's hard. Like you always see people looking at you, you literally, and it's sore and it hurts. So yeah, but I was so thankful that I had a job. I used to work at a skin clinic in Isha, and my boss was amazing. And working in a skin clinic, obviously you feel actually even worse because you're like, I'm such a bad advertisement. But she used to say to me like, look Charlotte, I don't want you to wear makeup to work because you're just going to irritate it. You know, any treatments you need, please just come in and have them. So yeah, she was amazing. I couldn't have asked for a better boss from that. But I just think anyone who is going through acne, it's just something like, it's just horrible. Even now, if I wake up and I have a spot, I'm like, oh my god, it's coming back. And Roaccutane also, I'll talk a little bit about that because people are very interested. It's quite a, it's not a very nice drug to be on, basically. Basically what it does, it stops the production of oil in your skin. So, but it doesn't target just your skin, it's everywhere. So for example, all my inside of my nose was dry, my lips were dry, my skin was dry, my eyes were dry. So now, even though I've been off it for like 2 years, I now suffer with dry eyes, so I can't wear contact lenses at all. I last about 20 minutes and it's horrible, I have to take them out. Yeah, it's not a drug to be taken lightly, but when you were in the situation that I was, where I'd literally tried everything, IPL, skin pills, like antibiotics, change of diet, change of lifestyle, literally tried everything and none of it worked. So like I tried topical creams from the doctors, that didn't work. So I do think it's something that should be considered, but not considered lightly. But yeah, if anyone has any questions about my journey on Roaccutane, please feel free to ask, because it does change your mood, and it does make you a little bit lower in yourself as a person, and you know, a slight little bit of depression. I think depending on who you are and how your mood is generally anyway, it does change you. So I think just feel free to ask me any questions. And yeah, so I just wanted to kind of cover that because it is something that like I did suffer with, and you know, anyone who is suffering, please feel free to contact me, because it's not nice to go through, especially when you're younger as well and going through like life changes anyway. So yeah, let me know your thoughts and feel free to message. Thanks guys, bye.